Hi, I want to tell you about the eufy E20 3-in-1 robot vacuum. This thing is pretty cool. It has a really strong suction, and you can see here I have a mess on the ground, and it did an amazing job picking it all up as it went over it. I'm super impressed with how well it cleaned it up. Next, I wanted to do a test to see how well it picked up a bigger debris. So I have some Rice Krispies here on the ground. And at first I was like, oh, it's just kind of pushing them out of the way and not sucking them up. But as it kept going, it ended up picking everything up and did a great job. A really cool feature is the app. You'll want to download that and then have the robot vacuum go and map your area. Then it will divide it into rooms. You can name those if you want, and you can select which rooms you wanted vacuumed. You then can also select areas that you wanted to have spot cleaned, and you can move that around. You can make it bigger or smaller and then just have it vacuum just that particular area. You can also set a schedule for when you want it to vacuum. A cool thing that this robot vacuum has is obstacle avoidance. So if it senses something on the ground, it is going to go all the way around it and then continue vacuuming. I have two dogs and there's a lot of dog hair in our house, so I wanted to see how well it picked up dog hair. So at first it did scoop up some of the dog hair, but then it sensed the other pile of hair as an obstacle and went around it. So I wanted to test it again. I put another pile of dog hair. Now keep in mind this is an excessive pile, but as it came over, it did think it was an obstacle again and decided to go around it and did not pick up that big pile. Here I have it cleaning on the carpet, so I did a spot area where I did a square and selected it to just clean that square. So what it does is the outside border of the area that I selected, and then after it does the outside border, it'll do the inside of that square. So I have some confetti here on the ground and I wanted to see how well it would pick that up. So this was on the standard setting, which is like the second setting. So it picked up a lot of the confetti, but it did leave quite a few pieces behind. So I went into the app, I selected the area again, and then I changed it to the maximum setting, which is like the fourth one, and I set it to do it twice. So here it is cleaning it on the maximum setting. You can see that it does a pretty good job, but even with it on the maximum setting, it did not end up cleaning all of the confetti up. It looks like it did from far away, but then when you zoom in, you can see that it still left several pieces of confetti behind. Since the robot vacuum wasn't able to clean up all the confetti, I wanted to use the stick vacuum to clean it up. So I put that together. It's really easy to use. All you do is push down the button and then you keep pushing the button to select which mode that you want to vacuum in. The modes are Eco, Standard, Turbo, and Maximum. So you can see it is doing a really good job. It picked up all of the confetti with no problem. It did a good job. When the dirt compartment is full, it actually will back into the base and auto empty. When it's done emptying, it will turn around and go back into the dock and start charging. Can we talk about how small this charging unit is? This is so small, so sleek, so compact. I love how it looks. Right here at the top is where your trash bag is, where all your dirt and debris collects, and that lid just pops on and off so easily. On your robot vacuum, that is where it's the 3-in-1. It actually, the vacuum that you use to use the brush roller or the attachments is actually inside the robot vacuum. So there's a little red button right here. You push that, and here is your handheld vacuum. Now this is really cool because you have several different attachments that you can use. So first of all, let's talk about this. It is an extending pull. So you push the button right here and you can pull up. If you only wanted a little bit, you can do a little bit. There are little grooves right here, so it will lock into place whatever length you want. So if you want to extend it all the way, you would just do that. Now, You could use the duster attachment right here. There's also a crevice attachment, and that is on your robot vacuum. You would just push on it and then it pops right up right there. So I want to show you how to use it using it as a stick vacuum. So all you do is stick that into there, and then this will pop right on right here. Now what I love about this vacuum is that here is the power button. You don't have to push and hold it. You just push it once and it'll turn it on, and then you can change which mode you want. So if you want to do it on low, medium, high, turbo, you would just do that by pushing it on. This is such a nice, sleek vacuum. It is not heavy. It is a very lightweight, and when you're done using it, you would just push the button right here and pop it off. You would then put it right back into the robot vacuum. It would then charge, and if you got the canister dirty, it'll actually auto empty right in here. So you don't have to worry about emptying it yourself at all. It just automatically does it for you. Powered on. The robot vacuum doesn't fit under small spaces, but this handheld does. I just have the wand extended and I put in the brush roller, and it is just gliding underneath my dresser without any problem. It is super easy to push, it's lightweight, and it's doing a really good job because the suction is so strong. Next up is vacuuming my stairs. I have 2 dogs and they shed a lot. So I needed a powerful vacuum that can get that dog hair up. So when you push the button to turn it on, that's how you change the mode of how, if it's low, medium, high, or turbo. With my stairs, I want it on turbo because the hair gets really stuck in there. So I keep pushing it until the sound goes louder, and that's how I know I'm in the turbo mode. Make sure to utilize the app that it has because you can set schedules and set rooms and everything. It overall is just a really good 3-in-1 vacuum, and I highly recommend it.